Former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, has officially dismissed trending photos online that purportedly depict his son, Oseloka Obi, with a gay partner. The images showing two men celebrating on their birthday were widely circulated on social media, sparking heated debates and polarized reactions across Nigeria. The controversy gained traction when a northern influencer on X, Waspapping, posted the photos with the caption, I quote, "Peter Obi's son and his partner are out there in life, but obedience will turn a blind eye. Well, congratulations to the soon-to-be couple," end of quote. This post and others like it rapidly spread, drawing both criticism and support. Reacting swiftly to quell the mounting speculation, Obi's media aide, Valentine Odienyem, issued a firm denial titled "Fake Picture, False Claim. Obi's integrity remains untouched," in quote. The statement emphasized that extensive investigation into Oseloka's life revealed no such evidence. The quotation reads, "The picture currently being circulated is not that of Mr. Peter Obi's son. Having searched every corner of his life and found nothing incriminating, mischief makers resorted to posting this false image, claiming it to be his son. Let it be clear, this is not his son. They should look elsewhere for the scandal they have fruitlessly hunted for years," end of quote. The denial underscores the political sensitivity of this issue, particularly as Obi prepares for another presidential run in 2027. The initial viral photos were shared by London-based actor and queer rights advocate Kent Okwesa, igniting a wave of public discourse, reflecting Nigeria's divisions on LGBTQ+ acceptance and the intersection of private life and political reputation. Supporters of LGBTQ+ rights view the images as a call for visibility and acceptance, while critics frame the issue within Nigeria's conservative cultural norms, with some seeking to undermine Obi politically. The fallout extended beyond public debate, with Kent Okwese facing online harassment severe enough to warrant protective measures on social media. Now, this highlights ongoing challenges around digital safety and freedom of expression in politically charged and socially conservative environments. Now, let's talk about this. Now, our first topic bordered on cyber criminality, and this second topic is by no means different from what we've just discussed earlier. But there are so many issues here. The first is the pictures in question. The person inside it looked exactly like Peter Obi's son. But another question arises: even if it looks like Peter Obi's son, what does that got to do with Peter Obi's presidential ambition or integrity or moral principles? I don't know what that. Okay, Mr. Due Process, let's start with you.
Yes, listen to his feedback, his response, his reaction rather to the trending picture. And it was like Nigerians should be rather interested and focus on how to get good governance that bring, rather than investing emotion on his private life, right? That he's known his father to be very passionate about the new Nigeria, trying to ensure that things get to work out well for the country. And that instead of the masses or the activists, in quotes, to focus on bringing about good governance for the masses, calling the government out to provide the needed social amenities for the people, security of lives and property, and taking charge of governance as it should be. They are rather interested in focusing on Peter's private life. That is an actor, and by virtue of his engagement, an actor, is a writer, and he performs different role. That's especially where he lives, with his Europe, of course, and as being an actor, he performs different roles, including that which is seen as a gay practice in other climes, but in Europe, it is acceptable as another pattern of gender classification. So Nigerians should rather focus on bad government. As a matter of fact, we have no business in the private life of the son of Mr. Peter Obi. We are not canvassing for the son of Mr. Peter Obi. We are canvassing for Mr. Peter Obi. So we should not lose sight on trying to talk about the son of whom we are campaigning for. Rather, we should focus on the obvious reality that is facing each and every one of us. We are living in a country where the masses are not sure of what they will eat today, how much more what they will eat tomorrow, and some persons are rather interested on who Mr. Peter Obi's son in quotes as snaps with. I mean, it's embarrassing, it's shameful. It shows how low the paid so-called influencers can go in damaging the reputation of others in attempt to gain relevance. Waspapi has been known for his bigotry against the, I mean, the Mr. Peter Obi himself, the Obedient movement, and anyone that do not agree with Bola Ahmed Tinubu or Buhari, Waspapi has always been against such persons. And Oseloka in his person, he has no business. He said it repeatedly. As a matter of fact, he dropped it through a voice note that he does not have any social media presence. He is not interested, he is rather interested in focusing on his career, that the family where he came from is such that whatever you are doing in life, you focus on it and do it well in order to add value to the society. And that is his focus, that is his dream. He is chosen acting and writing as a career. And he is focused squarely in ensuring that he is able to contribute his quota to make the society better through acting and writing. That Nigerian influencers should rather focus bad government on how to bring about good governance that will help the people, other than focusing on his private life and who he chooses to snap with. That during the course of work, he has privilege and liberty to snap with police at work during acting and all that. That should not be used to dampen his public image. And he needed to respond to that to put the record straight.
All right, thank you very much. That was a good response. Mr. Ibrahim, do you think that these, alleged revolutions has anything to do with Peter Obi's image and political ambition? Because people are saying that Peter Obi, somebody, of course, is known to be a moral giant and somebody who believes in discipline, who believes in civility, but having to know this now means that it seems that there is an internal contradiction in what he does, his actions, his beliefs. So what do you think?
No, in simple terms, no. It has nothing to do with his presidential ambition or himself. And I think it's a complete futility for you to even focus on what Peter Obi's son is doing for his life, his own personal life, and try to connect it with Peter Obi's ambition and his moral principle. We all know that in the 21st century, once a child is 18 and above, he has the right to choose how he wants to live, right? So let's accept, for the sake of argument, that the photos was Peter Obi's son. So what does that has to do with Mr. Peter Obi himself? You know you're winning when people has nothing to talk about you. They started attacking you through the people around you. That means you are clearly a good person. Let them talk about him as a person. It is Peter Obi that Nigerians want to vote, not his own son. And Peter Obi is not like Tinubu, that his son will come and be governing the country on his behalf. Oh, be parading around the country. If Peter Obi becomes the president, his son has no business in the affairs of the government. So Even if Peter Obi's son was the one in the picture, let's assume for the sake of argument, it has nothing to do with His Excellency Peter Obi as a person, his reputation, or his ambition to make Nigeria a better place. And second of all, the society Peter Obi's son is living. They say when you're in Rome, do as Romans. So, for example, if I have an LGBTQ friend, then does that make me an LGBTQ person myself? It does not make any sense at all. And let's us be tolerant. For example, because this is, should I say, barbaric. If we can't tolerate each other, we can't tolerate our differences. The main essence of us being a rainbow country is that we coexist with our differences. That's the principle binding secularism, right? And the modern democracy. Not to do away with our differences, but to tolerate our differences, understand our differences. So if I have an LGBTQ friend, that does not mean I approve what he's doing. I just accept him the way he is, and I tolerate him as a friend. So it has even nothing to do with the Obi's son reputation in the first place. This is an emotional post that has no place in any sane mind for me. It does not even make sense in the first place.
Yes, of course. When somebody has no fault or has nothing for you to accuse him of, then you find a way. You always find a way, a ridiculous and a senseless way to pull him down. So Peter Obi, many people believe, the Obidians believe that the enemy has nothing against him, has found nothing to hold him accountable to, any silly or corrupt actions in the past. And now they are trying to use other means to pull him down. That is what has been transpiring. Anyway, Mr. Ibrahim Umar Warsey, DDM News analyst. Mr. Due Process, thank you for your contribution and your time. And to you, viewers, thanks also for your contribution and time. But we want more comments from you. If you love this show, do not hesitate to hit the like button, make your comments, share this video, and subscribe to our YouTube television. Today is the final day of DDM morning show this week. We shall meet again next week for another exciting edition. I am Toichku Raphael. See you next time. Bye-bye.